All right, first coffee. Then let's get a little Twizzler action. All right, now we're ready to go. Okay. I had to eat my Twizzlers. All right, sorry. Probably wasted like 10 seconds. Okay. Super important right here. All right. For the circle below, find the measure of each angle in both degrees and radians. Okay. This looks like a lot. All right. But I can't emphasize enough how important this is. All right. It looks a little bit weird, but essentially what we're doing on this, let's go ahead and start with the degrees. Okay. Degrees we're comfortable with. We know that it goes from 0 to 360. The radians we'll get in a second. Okay. So what we're doing here, just to kind of give you the what each of these is supposed to be. So this is 30 degrees. Okay. This is 45. Okay. And then it goes to 60. So and then 90. All right. So at each middle one, right? So the middle one is like a 45, right? You're like 45, right? 45 plus 45 plus 45 plus 45 plus 45 plus 45 and then plus 45 all the way around. Okay, and you should, that's dividing it into eighths, right? 360, how many times does 45 go into that? That is 8, okay? So that's why we're doing that. We are also dividing this into like a 12th of the entire thing, okay? In other words, for pi, you're splitting it into 6, okay? So you're splitting it into 12 parts there, and each time you're adding 30. So let's do the 30s all the way around. 30, 30, adding 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, all the way around. I know it seems a little bit ridiculous to talk about these, but these values are going to be very important. Now, here's why. Okay, we're going to something called the unit circle. This is like the unit circle light. Okay, this is just the unit circle with degrees and radians. I'll tell you now, we're going to get coordinates next. We're going to actually know the coordinates of each of these spots. If this is 0, 0, okay? We're going to assume this is 0, 0, and then we're going to get all the coordinates. We're not there yet, okay? But we're just going to piece this together for now. So 30, 45, 60, 90. Let's go all the way around and finish these. So 120, here to here, 150, 180. Already got that one, 210, okay, 240. 270, 300, nope, 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 nope. 300 is here, 330 here. And then this is a funky one because it's 0, right? But it's also, and 360. Okay, it's 0 starting, right? Just this angle by itself is 0, but then you're adding 360 all the way around. It's also 360. Okay, let's do the 45. So 45, 90, you got that one, 135, 180, 180 plus 45, right? That's what the difference is from here to here. That is 225. 225 adding 40, that's 270. 270 adding 45, I think I said 40, it should be 45. 270 plus 45, that is going to be 315. Okay, another pattern that you could have noticed here, right, is if that's 30 and that's 60, right, this is like halfway between, so it's like 30 plus 15. Double check that here, 300, 300 plus 15, that works. 315 plus 30, that works too. Okay, those are all the angles, right? And just understand, right, it's like starting here and then going around, right? It's starting at my positive x-axis and then going counterclockwise. Okay, so now we're actually going to find the radians for these degrees too, okay? We don't want to sit here and do that process that we did with converting radians to degrees and degrees to radians for every single one. There's certain values, these are the values, that you need to know just like that. You're like, boom, I want to convert 330, there it is. Okay, now, you'll see a little bit of a pattern, right? We're going to be working with some patterns on this as we move forward, okay? So, oh, and by the way, it already has a few, right? This is pi. Let's do the full first, okay? 0 and 2 pi, right? 2 pi is all the way around, okay? Now, I'll be honest, right? The pi part helps, right? Because now we can just work with fractions of pi. So that is a sixth of pi, okay? Let's do the sixths first. Okay, so a sixth, okay, 30, right? Adding another sixth, we're just going to be adding a sixth, 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 adding a sixth here, and then we'll continue. Okay, so pi over 6 plus pi over 6. Here's the problem, though. You've got to convert. So that ends up being pi over 3, right, because it's 2 pi over 6. But we're going to write pi over 3. Okay, but keep in mind, 2 pi over 6. If that works best for you, that's okay. All right, but understand we want to get to the reduced fraction as well. So if that's pi over 3, okay, here we go on this, right? Well, pi over 6 plus pi over 6, that's 2 pi over 6. 3 pi over 6 here, so that is pi over 2. Pi half, and that makes sense, right? Because we're at pi is 180. 90 is half of 180. Half pi is, half of pi. Okay? So if we're counting 3 pi over 6, this is 4 pi over 6. 2 pi over 3. 4 pi over 6 though. Okay, over here, 5 pi over 6. Let's keep going. 6 pi over 6. 7 pi over 6. 8 pi over 6. But that converts to 4 pi over 3. Don't lose track. 8 pi over 6. 9 pi over 6. 9 pi over 6. That is 3 pi over 2, though. 10 pi over 6. Whew. Double check. Got it. 10 pi over 6, though. 11 pi over 6. Okay? And that one can't be converted. Okay. We got our sixths. Now we just need to get the fourths. Okay? We've done the hard part. Now we just need to fill these in. So from here to here, that's pi over 4. Right? And let's double check my halfways, right? So pi over 4, pi over 4. Okay, that's 2 pi over 4. That converts. So 2 pi over 4. Here we are at 3 pi over 4. Adding 4 pi over 4. 5 pi over 4. 6 pi over 4, but that converts to 3 pi over 2. Okay. 7 pi over 4. And that's it. Okay. So that is my degrees and radians all the way around with some significant values. Okay, these are kind of my significant values that you need to know. Okay, but here's what I'm going to say. This all, hopefully it makes sense where it comes from initially. Okay, we are adding sixths each time, and then we're adding fourths like each time. Okay, there's lots of different ways to remember this. Okay, there are some ways you can look up online. Like some people do like this. I don't know. I don't like personally doing it like this, but some people do, right? You got pi over 2, pi over 3, pi over 4, pi over 6. Okay, for some people that works. I don't know if they can get those. And then they work backwards. Like, for me personally, okay, let's say I was asked to convert 330 to radians, okay? I don't necessarily remember that this is 11 pi over 6, okay? For some people, they like to take that memorization route. Me personally, what I remember this as is, oh, look, all the way around is 2 pi. And look, from here to here, that's subtracting pi over 6. So I'm like, oh, well, it's 12 pi over 6 here. I'm just taking away 1 pi over 6. That's where I get this 11 pi over 6. Maybe same thing with the, 7/4, right? 8 pi over 4 is the whole thing. I'm taking away 1 pi over 4, okay? So that's 7 pi over 4, right? 8 pi over 4 minus 1 pi over 4 is 7 pi over 4. Okay? So lots of different ways to do this, but you need to know this. Like, I can't emphasize it enough. This is so important. Okay, take time to do what's best for you. Okay, I'm not going to tell you how to do this. Okay, you need to know these values. Whatever way works best for you is great with me. Okay, but yeah, that's our lesson. Okay, so 3 videos. I know it's a lot, but guys, this stuff is crucial. You guys hang in there. But that is it for today. Y'all take care.